If you are trying to decide right now if you're going to go into the trades or if you're going to go to college, you've came to the right place. I've got some answers for you, got some things for you to look at, and got some misconceptions to break down because I have done both and I'm here to explain some of the benefits and some of the downfalls. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look into what is the best option for you. And I'm going to tell you guys about my experience going to college and choosing to leave there willingly to go to the trades. Well, the end goal for any of this obviously is to make money. It's going to be the thing that you do every day. You're going to train these next couple years either to get your degree and hopefully use that degree to make money in some way with some job, or you're going to go to trade school and you're going to get training, you're going to get schooling, and you're going to learn how to do the things that you're going to do every day. There's a couple of major key differences that make it so much easier for certain people to do one thing or the other. The end goal is to make money. That's what your job is all about. Obviously, you want to enjoy what you do every day. It'll make making money easier. But no matter what, let's not forget the end goal, and it's to be able to provide for ourselves and for our families. So we'll go ahead and talk about the financial aspect first. Now, one thing that you have to know is that in college, you're going to end up paying a lot of money. You're going to end up in a lot of debt, and you're going to have to pay that back. Obviously, it depends on how long you go to school for how much debt you're going to be in. Where in the trades, you actually get paid while you're going to school. You're part of your education is working. You have to have working hours. And so that right there, you're not only not paying for school, more than likely your employer will pay for all of the training. Okay, but you're also making money during that time. So while in college, you're going to leave with debt, in the trades, you're actually going to leave with money instead of owing money. Most companies will actually pay for your schooling as well. Mine did, or it'll come out of your check if it's just a portion of it, but you don't have to pay all of this money and actually owe a ton afterwards. That part of it is awesome. Not only that, we'll look at the long-term aspect, and that is not just the short term of what will I owe or what will I gain, but what you're able to make and what your cap is at for how much you can actually make. Now, right up front, you can make somewhere between $12 to $20, just starting off with no experience, green, nothing to your name. You can start off making good money, decent money for somebody who's 18, 19, or even if you're older. Sometimes you get more if you have experience in other fields. But the cap is astronomical. You can own your own business if you get into the trades and you get good at something. It is one of the things it teaches you to actually provide the service for your customer. Sometimes school will teach you that, but even if you go to business classes, they'll teach you how to run a business, but they won't teach you the skill that you need to provide actual value to your customers. While over here in the trades, you can actually learn what they need to do. So I'm an electrician. That's the skill that I have. I can go now to my customers and I can provide them electrical services. Now, the business aspect is a thing that you have to figure out and you have to learn, and there's tools for that. That's why I want to say thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Markate. They help you manage all of your customers' information. They help you with all of your interactions with your customers. So all of your invoicing, your quoting, all your scheduling with your employees and with your clients. They make it so easy. They make it professional. It saves you a lot of time. It's super user-friendly. You guys, there's a 2-week free trial down in the description. Go check that out. They are an amazing platform and it's super affordable. So even if you're just doing side work right now, it's worth it, and it'll help you really step up your game and upgrade to a better level of customer service. Even if you never own your own company, you can make upward of 100 grand a year easily. But that being said, you can make way more. If you learn the skill, you can then learn the business from that, and it makes it so easy. So long term, it's limitless. You can make as much money as you want to, as much as you want to put in, and you really want to invest in yourself and your company or yourself. It teaches you the skills though, and the money up front is so much easier, especially for those of you who are trying to decide and think that you're going to make way less money if you go into the trades. It's not true. The other thing is that it's guaranteed. If you go into the trades, you're guaranteed to make money. You're going to learn every day that skill, right? That's what you're going to train in. You'll learn that valuable skill. You're guaranteed a job. There's so many tradespeople that are needed right now for just about anything. So it's actually hard to not find a job. People are hiring everywhere, and it's always easy to get work. If I moved today across the state, across the country, I could find work in probably a week. It doesn't take long, and that's because I have that valuable skill. I went through the training. People know I have employers who have trained me, who I've spent time with. And so from there, I'm guaranteed to have work. Where as college, I know I have a lot of friends who continued through college, and they actually ended up working in something that they had no training in. Their field that they worked in wasn't even what they paid all their money to have a degree for. That sounds like a big waste of 4 years of hard work, classes, all of that stuff, and debt to not even receive training, but just to receive a diploma. First, when you go into the trades, you actually learn what you're going to be doing every day, and that skill is what makes you valuable. And you hold your value over time. Even after school is done, even after you're through all your training and you're through all your apprenticeship, you get to keep that, and you get to be pretty much just employable everywhere as long as you can show up and you can pass a drug test, which should not be difficult. Now, it is a much bigger step into being an adult, I'll say that. There's a lot more responsibility with going into the trades than there is with college, because while you're paying for college, it's a lot more of a younger crowd. It's a thing where it's not as serious. Like, people take school seriously, yes, but it's a lot easier to blow stuff off, to be more of a child. You don't have to be as responsible with school as you do with a job, because with a job, it's also based on your performance, and you can get fired. If you keep not showing up, if you keep showing up late, if you are just a terrible worker, you are able to be let go. And so it's one of the things that it'll teach you responsibility. It's not overwhelming. It's really not difficult. I didn't have any issues with it, but I've seen a lot of people who are younger who come into the trades and they have issues with it, and they just don't show up. They don't take things seriously. And at the end, they end up getting let go because they just weren't providing value to the company. And at the end of the day, the company has to make money. That's why they're paying you, is for you to make them money. So it will force you to grow up. I think that's a good thing. I think everybody should have to. I think sometimes when we go to school, when kids go to college, they do stay a little bit less responsible for a little bit longer. I know it depends on your home life too, and how much you're taken care of, but they will force you to grow up. Being in the trades will force you to grow up. With that being said, I had the misconception most of my life that going into the trades was for people who weren't smart, who weren't intelligent, who didn't like to learn. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I never loved school, but school was never difficult for me. I did go to a year of school. I was going for accounting. I passed all my classes. I had no issues with my grades, nothing like that. I didn't drop out or flunk out. I just didn't like school. But I fought going into the trades for so long because I really thought that it was for people who were uneducated. I thought it was for people who didn't make any money. And I thought that it was for people who just like weren't smart or just almost like failed at life. But it's actually the opposite. There's actually so much room, and you can do those things. You can be all of those things and join the trades. But at the same time, there's a higher level of what's going on in the trades. And if you apply yourself, if you're skilled, if you're smart, and you like really want to actually apply yourself to what you're doing, there's a limitless ability. It gives you so much room for you to just like kill it and to do well for yourself, for your family, and for your company. That is one of the things that I love, and it's given me that opportunity. I like to learn. I really do. I read a lot. I like the intricacy of electrical work. That's why I chose electrical as the trade that I was joining, and I'm so thankful that I did it. It's been such a fulfilling career path for me, and I've really enjoyed my time as an electrician. And so that is like one of the biggest things, is that it's also like something that you do every day, and you get to like build something, you get to see something put up and made. You're not just like looking at a computer screen all day. You're not just doing something that you'll never actually see the fruit of your labor, but you get to actually see what is being done. You get to see a product being made, and I love that about electrical work and being in the trades. If you guys have more questions about this, I did a whole series on my journey as an electrician, so go ahead, head up here and watch this video. Or if you want to know how much money I made as an apprentice starting out, head up here to watch this video. But remember, you guys, it's all for His glory, and I will see you guys on the next one.